I've returned. Let's do a mini book haul. Like and subscribe. Okay, 2 of these are books I got for my little free book from my T-Bear board game video, which you should go watch. The first one, Winter of the World by Ken Follett. This is the second book in a trilogy. I haven't read the first one, but I have the first book. So I've just kind of been slowly collecting these guys to eventually read, and they are chunky. I believe these books cover like the 20th century, following like different family lines, so you kind of get a whole world history, historical fiction view thing. I also picked up The Taster by V.S. Alexander. He writes like historical fiction, and this one is about a girl who goes to the Berghof, which was Hitler's mountain retreat, and she becomes his food taste tester, and I think tries to help out with the resistance and some stuff like that. So we'll see. And then, as a gift, I received No Life for a Lady. This one is a memoir about a lady born on a New Mexico cattle ranch in 1874, when the term Wild West was a reality, not a cliche. It's just about her life on a ranch. It sounds interesting. We shall see. How's that?
Good, but you gotta be more fun and funny and out there and silly.
I'll show you, silly. Okay, I read 4 more books. Let's talk about them. You try being fun and silly all the time. It's hard. They're not kissing, don't worry about it. I read Dracula. I read this for a book club. I got it in the Penguin Classic Edition, which are kind of my favorite ones. This was entertaining. I liked the first half a lot more than I liked the second half. It's about Victorian sexuality and desire. What? That's crazy. Jonathan Harker. I literally think I have said this exact same thing like 3 times now over the course of a few videos, but we're gonna say it again. Jonathan Harker goes to Transylvania to help Count Dracula purchase a London house. He makes horrifying discoveries in his client's castle, and then Count Dracula comes to London. You know, it's Dracula. The first half, honestly, really scary. Jonathan Harker in Transylvania, going to Dracula's castle, being kind of held there as a little prisoner, vampire sexy ladies. It's really creepy.
Vampire what ladies?
Vampire sexy ladies. No question. And then even the part when they come to England, that little first bit with Lucy as she's getting involved with Dracula. Not in a weird way. Yeah, first half, good. Second half, it started to become a lot of planning, a lot of talking about planning, a lot of planning about planning, and talking about planning about planning. And the end happened so fast and so quick. I don't know, it was kind of a whirlwind. Also, there's a cowboy. He's from Texas. He uses slang terms. Quite literally, there's a sentence that says, he's a cowboy from Texas. He likes slang.
This is word for word for your last video.
It's the same book. You know the drill. I talked a lot about this in my last little vlog video. But yeah, the first half, really solid, scary, creepy. Second half becomes a little wacky. It's like, it almost starts to feel like Scooby-Doo if the Scooby-Doo gang consisted of an old man who loves garlic, 2 Ken dolls, a cowboy, and undead Mother Teresa. It was kind of a lot. Yeah, it's 4 stars. You know the drill. It was good. I did, in fact, I think I mentioned it, whoever wrote this introduction, it was very obvious they did not like Bram Stoker. Or it kind of felt like he felt like Bram Stoker was pathetic and kind of looked down on him. I don't know. I did not like the introduction. It was a lot of like, it seems like we can inference, perhaps. It was just a lot of like, let's make a lot of conclusions about this guy and about Dracula with no textual evidence. And that drove me insane. At least give me a footnote. Give me something. It was easy to read, though, so if you want to pick up a classic and you're like, I don't know what to pick up. I want something easy to read, interesting. I still think this is good. I don't mean to say it's bad. I had my qualms. I had my differences with it, but it was good. The Paris novel. I also covered this one in my last video kind of a lot, so we won't go super deep into it. This was way 3 stars. I won it in a Goodreads giveaway. I didn't dislike it, but it was not my favorite. It felt a little shallow, almost like a coming-of-age novel. I compared it to Eat, Pray, Love in my last video. It was fine. It was kind of fantastical. It's like she gets to Paris and the craziest things that have ever happened to anybody are happening to her, and like all at once, she's like meeting a man who basically becomes her fairy godfather, giving her all these things and whatever, and then she meets her Prince Charming, and oh, they love each other. I don't know. It was just kind of like, yeah, sure, that's happening. There were also a lot of like historical cameos that I just did not get. A lot of like authors, kind of like niche poets and things that I did not understand. And James Baldwin, who apparently really likes asparagus in this book. I was just going along with it at that point. Yeah, there was even like a magical fitting dress that fits her perfectly. I don't know. Also, in the very beginning, there is a crazy, very traumatic thing that happens to this character, and it is so tonally different from the rest of the novel that it was almost like off-putting. Like, it's supposed to be off-putting. You're supposed to be, you're supposed to have negative feelings about that, so that's fine. But then it's like, and now we're gallivanting in Paris, and we're never gonna really bring that up again except in weird little flashbacks. I don't know. That part was weird. 3 stars. It's Paris. She eats a tiny bird and cracks its skull. Next up, Girl in Pieces, Kathleen, Glasgow. This is like a nostalgic read for me. It's always gonna get 5 stars. I do not think about this book critically. I just consume it, enjoy it, and move on with my life. This is about Charlie Davis. She's a teenager. Just about every traumatic thing that could happen to a person, almost, has happened to Charlie Davis, and she ends up in a rehabilitation facility. And then she gets let out, she goes to Arizona, and starts to work at a coffee shop, gets into art, etc., finds herself. A lot of crazy things, a lot of trigger warnings in this one, but I like it. If you're not a teenager, should you go find this book and read it? I don't care. Sorry, that was mean, but I don't really have an opinion. Do your thing, but it's YA. Yeah, I don't really have any negative. Like I said, brain off, enjoy with this book. I think the characters are well done. I will say, it's kind of crazy, it's sad, but it's not too sad. There's a lot of hopeful things that outweigh the bad, and I enjoyed this one. It's peak nostalgia for me, very 2016, but it's good. It was also this author's debut novel, which I think is crazy because it's very well written. I tried to rank this one in order of most interesting to least interesting, so people don't get bored and leave me. They will anyway. Okay, The Story of Christianity, Volume 1. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's The Story of Christianity, Volume 1. It goes from the beginning up until, it starts at the beginning and it goes up into, colonization of the Americas. Mostly Spain and Portugal's colonization efforts. This was good. It was informative. It's pretty long. It's a chunker, but it's got a lot of good information in it. It was a little dry at times. The Middle Ages, those popes were crazy. They did a lot of stuff. They had a lot of names. Yeah, I especially enjoyed the part on colonization towards the end. I thought it was very well done, and it covered all of the bad things going on in the Americas. Colonization is bad. Fun fact. Yeah, 4 stars. Solid, good read. Read this for a book club as well. Informative. That's our number 1 word. Hello. Good afternoon. Okay, this week I'm reading John McPhee, the John McPhee Reader. These are selections from I think the first 12 of his books, maybe, and these are nonfiction essays. So far, very good. Enjoying them quite a bit. They're informative. At this point, they're historical essays too, because a lot of these were written in late 60s, early 70s. So I'm enjoying it. I'll let you know more when I'm done. This week, I'm listening to And That's Why We Drink. Talked about it before, but I'm back on it again. I'm on a binge listen. It's so good. It's so funny. Em and Christine are great to listen to. They have great information, and you should go listen. And I am watching Past Life. It's the new Life series. Who would not be watching the new Life series? Only lame people would not be watching the new Life series. It's a bunch of YouTubers playing Minecraft. The Minecraft Hunger Games. It's great. They're going back in time in Minecraft. That's all I have for you this week. Thanks for watching, if you're still here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Tiny Zendaya is reading Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Thanks for helping out, Tiny Zendaya.